Hey guys, the Wood Craftsman here. So I'm going to go over a quick demonstration as far as what I've done to this Modine unit heater. It's a hydronic unit heater. It's designed for hot water only. Hot water units have the water pumped in the side. Steam have a port on the top and bottom. This unit heater I'm going to be using in the shop to heat the shop a little bit more efficiently. This unit I found on Facebook Marketplace. It's actually quite large for what I need. This one is good for up to 121,000 BTUs. I need probably around 30 to 40,000 BTUs max. So the BTU ratings on these hydronic unit heaters are usually based on two different key factors. Number one is water temperature entering the unit, and then also the gallons per minute as far as what your circulator pump for that zone or for that system is capable of putting out. So I'm going to be feeding this off of a Weil Mclain 50,000 BTU boiler. It's going to have 5 zones on it. The other 4 zones, I'll have future videos when I get that far as what I'm actually doing with that boiler. But this is one of the things I'm going to be using to help heat the shop a little bit more efficiency, along with a couple panel radiators. So being this unit was so big, I could have taken the single phase motors on there, just use a little cheap rheostat speed control. But with a single phase motor, all you're doing is lowering the voltage and you're allowing the load on the motor to slow the motor down. So the only reason the motor is slowing down is when it's got something like a fan blowing out is because of the resistance. But if you were to take a single phase motor and put a speed control on it, you're not going to see a difference in the speed for the most part until you get down to really low voltage. So the proper way I felt doing it is actually using a VFD, and this is one of many VFDs I've got in the shop. So what I've done here, and I'll show you in the back side, but I've actually taken the original single phase motor off this unit, replaced it with a 3-phase C-phase motor, replaced the fan blade to fit that motor, and then recently installed this Automation Direct VFD. And I'm actually using this VFD as an automatic feature. So the aquastat that was originally used to open and close a 110 volt circuit to the single phase motor is now just opening and closing a start command on this VFD. And I've actually added a switch here as well for high and low speeds. So I'm going to bring the camera back and show you what we got going on here. Okay, so as there was a call for heat, the thermostat would send a signal to the boiler. The boiler may fire, it may not, depending on the water temperature in the boiler. Anyways, the circulator pump for this zone would start pushing hot water through this, pushing through the bottom, cooler water return to top. And as this pipe got hotter and hotter, the capillary would close on this. So I'm just going to kind of mimic that by changing the setting here a little bit. So now this represents it closing. So now we're running at 45 hertz, which I have set up as a preset speed. And this will continue to run until the thermostat is satisfied. Once the thermostat is satisfied, the thermostat will tell the boiler and the circulator pump, okay, I'm up to temperature, so the boiler and circulator pump will shut down. Or depending on the water temperature, this might be the circulator pump, because the boiler may have already shut off earlier. Once this starts to cool off, it'll actually open up again, which I'm going to mimic here again. Now essentially the water is cooled off and the Modine is basically coming to coasting to a stop. Now the reason I have a 2-speed switch in here, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is I may actually have some paint drying. I don't want a whole lot of air movement to create some dust or anything. So once this thing is running, or even before it's running, I can turn the switch to whatever, but I'm going to show you here with it starting up and running. So okay, now maybe I'm spraying some stuff, or I got some stuff drying in that area. I can just take the switch and run it down to a different frequency. In this case here, I got 30 hertz. So, and then once I'm done, maybe I'm done for the night, stuff is tacked off, I can go back to hot, and I can leave it run on hot. Now these preset speeds I have set up, 45 and 30, they're a guess right now. I won't know what that actually is until I'm physically have this hung and up and running. So it may be it's 25 and 40 or something, or maybe it's 25 and 35, whatever the case may be. So I want to have enough air moving through it so it's still moving air throughout the shop, but I don't want to have too much where it's starting to cool it off a little bit as well. So And this indicator light is just to kind of show me wherever I'm at within the shop, to let me know if it's running or not. And I have this hung down here, so when this is hung in the ceiling, I'll just be able to reach this. So it'll kind of be in the corner, but I can still get to it if I need to. And if I don't like it for some reason, I can always extend this. I'm just using some signal wire here. I think it's a 6 conductor, and I think I'm using 4 out of the 6. So that's essentially how this works. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Questions and comments are welcome. Thanks for watching.